among the guests for the service. From Britain, the Princess of Wales, here to represent the Queen on her first official visit overseas on her own. She arrived at Nice airport on an handover of the Queen's flight, which had set off before dawn. The Princess was then driven the short journey to Monaco to join the other mourners. The funeral cortege began at the palace where Princess Grace had lived with Prince Rainier and their 3 children for 26 years. Palace guards in their white uniforms lined the route. The procession was headed by wreath-bearers, the coffin carried by 12 Monegasque monks. And behind it came Prince Rainier, flanked by 2 of his children, Princess Caroline, who's 25, and 24-year-old Prince Albert. Princess Stephanie, the youngest of the royal children, is still in hospital recovering from the crash which killed her mother. The cortege wound its way through the narrow streets to the toll of a single bell and the solemn beat of a drum. Prince Rainier and Princess Caroline were unable to hide their anguish, and there are rumors in Monaco that the prince has been so grief-stricken by his wife's death that he may now abdicate in favor of his son. And so to the Roman Catholic Cathedral of St. Nicholas, barely 600 yards from the palace. It was here, at the end of a fairy tale romance, that Prince Rainier was married to Grace Kelly, the actress. Tragically, today's funeral was Monaco's biggest ceremonial occasion since that wedding. The prince and his children stood behind the coffin until the rest of the congregation were inside. Finally, the white and red standard of the House of Grimaldi, which has ruled Monaco for nearly 600 years, was removed from the casket, and the body of Princess Grace was carried into the cathedral.
The funeral mass was conducted by the Archbishop of Monaco, Monsignor Charles Brand. Princess Grace, he said, would live in the hearts of the people of Monaco forever. The Princess of Wales was seated in the front row of the congregation next to Mrs. Nancy Reagan. Beside her, Madame Danielle Mitterrand, wife of the President of France. Some had thought the funeral might attract an array of personalities from the film world, but it was not to be. Cary Grant was among the congregation, but Frank Sinatra and David Niven, both close friends of Princess Grace's, were not. Their wives came instead. But the Monaco Philharmonic Orchestra was there, playing unseen from a balcony. Many tears were shed today. The Princess of Wales and Mrs. Reagan were among those unable and unwilling to hide their feelings. And at the end of the funeral mass, the congregation rose to pray for Prince Rainier. A man for a moment left to sit alone in sorrow. Tim Hewitt, ITN, Monaco.